Hi everyone, how are you guys today? Today we are going to go into this beautiful Emily Edit Wands palette, and it's definitely something I wanted. It's gorgeous. You get 24 shadows in this palette and the selection is just beautiful. I'm pretty sure you must have already seen a bunch of videos as more and more of Emily's fans and the palette's fans are creating looks with this one. And I just wanted to, share my thoughts on the palette as well. I also have the Needs palette, and the review for this palette is out already, and it is linked, I think, here and in the description box below. Definitely check it out. I have been using it non-stop. As you can see, I think this might be the first palette that I actually hit pan on. I don't know. I've created a couple of looks already, and the setting shade Kindness is my favorite for my under eye setting. That's what I've used today. That's what I've used, for pretty much all the videos since I reviewed this one. I have just been reaching for the Kindness shade constantly for my under eye because it kind of, brightens your under eye area amazingly. So yeah, if you haven't checked that video out, it's linked. Now let's get into this palette. So of course I got both the palettes together, and I have been playing with this palette. I didn't want to just do a first impression. I have created a couple of looks already, and I have been really happy with the pigmentation. All the looks I've created so far are pretty on the neutral side for me because I like colorful looks, but this palette also has these unusual shades like the purple shade called Family, the green shadow called Corduroy, and then you get like this beautiful shimmer in purple, beautiful shimmer in almost goldeny green. So I wanted to use some of those shadows to create a look for the actual palette video, and this is my look for the day. So let me quickly share with you guys how I created the look. I have the Urban Decay primer potion all over my lids, and I have also some of the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Deep. It wasn't on purpose, it just went there. So I'm gonna start off by taking a fluffy brush and taking the shade called Midwest just above my crease. I love this shade. I like how subtly orange it is. It's like orangey brown, but on my skin, because I'm already brown, it shows up as orange, almost like a pale orange. I'm gonna take Laugh Cry, which is a peach shade, and go more towards the center above my crease again. I'm just kind of bridging the gap here. I don't want to leave a gap. Then I'm gonna take a medium-sized fluffy brush and pick up Family. I love this shade. It's usually these kind of shades I absolutely love, but they can give me a very bruise-like look on my lids, but because I have the Tarte Shape Tape, I'm hoping it doesn't. That's the reason for the lips as well. That I really wanted to use this shade. It's blending very effortlessly. This color is gorgeous. Sorry, I'm going super close to the mirror to see if I'm noticing any patchiness, and I'm not. I'm gonna clean the brush. I'm gonna go back in Laugh Cry, the peachy shade, and I'm gonna build that up further in the crease. I've told you guys in my prior videos that my lids are pretty unequal in size, so I'm trying to keep the look equal. I'm gonna take an even smaller blending brush, pick up Laugh Cry again, and I'm going in like this area. I want the peachy color there, but I don't want it much higher than that. I don't know if it's the lack of talc in these or what, but they're applying very nicely. I'm gonna pick up more Family on that teeny tiny brush. I cleaned it and see if I can build it up even more closer to my lash line. Then I'm gonna go in this beautiful, gorgeous kind of antique gold, smaller pencil brush. I'm gonna go on my inner corner. That's so gorgeous. That's it. I'm gonna just keep it like that. I've been enjoying creating looks like this where they're like almost matte and then just like a pop of shimmer at the inner corner. To me, these remind me of like the Indian silk saris. I don't know why. I'm gonna take Bi-Fi Deep Burgundy shade on an angled brush and smudge it. That same brush, I'm going to pick up Top Story and apply just above, like directly in my lash line. I'm gonna take Dark and Early on that same angle brush and create a liner. I'm gonna do some mascara, and I feel like maybe I'll do some winged liner and ruin the whole look. What do you guys think? And that's the look. I like how purple and grungy it has turned out. I feel like I want a little bit, you know, more highlight of the inner corner. So I'm gonna take the pencil brush and take Oh Heavens. I'm gonna just pop that on. All right, so what are my final thoughts? I really like this palette. If you guys remember, or if you guys have been on my channel long enough, you know that my very first giveaway was because Makeup Revolution, I think, was switching to talc-free formula for their eye palettes, and the palettes I kept on getting were still had talc in it, and I had a spare one because Ulta kept on sending me the wrong ones, and I just gave one of them away as a giveaway. So this palette is actually a talc-free palette. I didn't see talc in it, if I'm correct. And I don't know if that's the reason why these shadows are blending so effortlessly, because mica is much easier to blend than talc. Talc, even though it has some slip to it, it kind of weakens the pigmentation of shadows, and mica doesn't do that because mica by itself is pretty translucent. So, you know, I am like blown away by how beautiful the shadow family has applied. And it's looking purple. It's not looking like a bruise. It's just looking purple on my lids, and I'm very, 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 very happy about that. I'm also amazed at the gigantic mirror they have given you. Most of the drugstore palettes don't give you that big a mirror. If you travel with the palette, it would be useful to be able to just like put it down somewhere and do your whole makeup. I can see my whole face in just this mirror, which is pretty amazing. You get 24 shadows in it. Each shadow is 0.85 grams. So if you like the price per gram breakdown, you are getting 20.4 grams of product in the palette. Palette retails for $20, so you're paying under $1 per gram. If you apply the Ulta coupon, which is $3.50, you're getting it for even cheaper. I personally don't like to do the price per gram breakdown because I have not hit pan on any of my shadows. So I like to look at it as how many colors I'm getting, and I am getting 24 shadows, which are very different from each other. Dews Paid, Prayer, or Midwest look kind of close, do they? They are very different. I think they are very, very different, and actually the pigmentation is much brighter when it goes on my eyes compared to, you know, what it looks in the swatches. So I'm really, really happy with the selection we have here. You get a bunch of kind of the modern Renaissance shades right here. If you want to just create some workday looks, I think you should be able to do that with like shadows in like the top corner here, the darker brown actually for your outer crease. I love that you get this like really, really nicely pigmented black shadow. You get a beautiful pop of color with corduroy and family. Look at these. I haven't used corduroy in a look yet. Whenever I do, I will definitely share the look with you guys. If not in a video, then it'll definitely be shared on either my Instagram or on Twitter. My Twitter is PalsRane and my Instagram is PalsLivesLife, just like my channels. But yeah, I'm really happy with this palette. I feel like this palette is going to work for pretty much all skin tones because the shadows, they're buildable. They don't just go like psh. They're buildable, you know, so you can start with like a sheer wash of color and you can build it up. So if you're lighter skin toned, you can just stop at the sheer wash of color, which will actually look like a lot of shadow on your lids. If you're darker like me, you will be able to build it up. I think even for darker skin tones, I think this palette is usable. If you are super light, you have a crease shade. If you are darker, you have a crease shade. If you are like very, very dark, you have a crease shade. So I'm very happy with it, needless to say. And I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a giant thumbs up. It really makes me feel like my efforts were worth it if I see a thumbs up. So please give me a thumbs up. I know I didn't do all the eye swatches because I am scared to do 24 eye swatches in one go. But if you guys want it, I will do it for you. So definitely let me know so in the comments below. I would happily do it, okay? Don't worry about it. But just let me know so in the comments below if you would like to see eye swatches of all the individual shadows and how they apply on your lids. But I didn't want to make this video too long, so I didn't do it here. Which it already might be long because I just talk so much. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.